Difficult game for him, but he's a young guy learning his trade. This is all part of learning his trade. He's going to be a great player for us.
Okay, and in the forwards, you've got your two props, your first choice props back. What would it mean to have them in the front row?
Yeah, well, they bring a lot of experience, a lot of nous. The scrummaging area is always difficult, or traditionally it's been difficult against Italy, and we expect the same on Saturday. So they'll bring that plus their aggression and calmness.
Sure. And Jamie George is on the bench. What was the thinking behind that decision?
It was just a change in roles, mate.
Okay.
Starting, he's going to finish.
Italy have lost their last 28 Six Nations games. What are the challenges when you're playing a team who you're expected to beat comfortably?
Well, we're only worried about ourselves, mate. We're not too worried about Italy. As you know, we're coming off a disappointing loss against Scotland, so we've really focused on ourselves, mate.
Okay, thanks, Eddie.
Thank you.
Thanks. Julian, we'll come to you next, please.
Morning, Eddie.
Hi, Julian.
You said you focused on yourself this week primarily. What was the sort of biggest thing and lesson you think you took out of the Scotland game that you've been really concentrating on and want to see right this weekend?
Yeah, just get our thinking right, mate. As I said last week, we got the information wrong. We've just tried to get the information right this week, which will aid in our thinking and get us back playing on the front foot, playing front foot rugby, which when we're at our best, we're one of the most damaging teams in the world, and that's what we want to get back to.
When you say get your thinking right, what do you mean by that exactly?
Well, if I tell you something, I can make you think one way, mate, can't I? If I say, Julian, you're not a great keeper, or you're a great keeper, or you bowl great off spin, maybe you've got to develop an arm ball. There's all different ways of talking, and as I said, I got the information wrong last week. We just got our priorities wrong in terms of the game, and we've tried to sort that out this week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mitch Phillips. We'll come to you.
Hi, Eddie. I know you kicked off with your standard best 23 for the match line, but lots of England fans out there will be thinking this is a missed opportunity maybe to give a chance to some of those young guys. How close were you to putting, say, Harry Randall or Douglas on the bench and giving them a look in a game like this?
Well, everyone came into consideration, mate. But we want to get back on the front foot, and we believe this is the best 23 to get us back on the front foot. All of those guys you've mentioned have all been given strong consideration, and they understand where they need to what they need to keep working on.
And have you seen sort of signs in the week or two you've had them that you think they're going to be able to make that step to Test rugby? You always say it's such a big step up. I know it's early days.
Yeah, no, for both those guys that you specifically mentioned, they're both making inroads, both making progress, and each week they get a little bit closer.
And finally, just going back to what Julian said, what would you really want to get from this game other than the win and kind of cohesion? What would be a great playing result for you? What do you really want to see in the way that attack rebuilds, perhaps?
Oh, we want to play English rugby, mate. Good English rugby where we're as close to our best as we can be. That involves having good set piece, good defence, and then being able to take those opportunities that come in attack and turn those opportunities into points.
Thank you.
Thanks. Will McPherson, we'll come to you next. Thanks.
Hi, Eddie. What is it about facing Italy that you feel needs Courtney Lawes as a sort of lock come flanker at number 6 and then a 6-2 bench? What is it about their game that's made you make that decision?
As I said, we're really focused on ourselves, and we believe that's the right 23 to play the sort of rugby that we want to play.
So we're expecting ferocious physicality from a pack this week?
Well, I think that's rugby. Always has been, always will be. We want to play with a front foot. We want to be on the front foot the whole time, the whole game on the front foot. And that pack allows us to do that. And then the backs have got to be able take those opportunities and turn them into points. And that's the priority this week, mate.
Thanks. Neil Barker will come to you. Thank you.
Hi, Eddie. Hope you're well. Just wondered what your thoughts were on Italy's actual status in this competition going forward. Obviously, they're coming off another heavy defeat. You guys have never lost to them. Do you think it should be opened up to kind of promotion and relegation, or do you feel Italy are kind of building towards being more competitive?
Well, Neil, I'll leave that to you and the administrators to talk about, mate. I don't have any view. All I'm concerned about is us playing well.